Truth be told, what happens when the spark is gone? Thinking about running makes me sad right now. It's tough when something that once brought me joy feels like a burden. I mean, it's okay to feel this way. It happens to everyone at some point in time, even when things that they love. When the spark is gone, it can feel like a breakup with a part of yourself.
Have you ever found yourself waking up one day going, I don't like who's looking at me back in the mirror? Have you ever felt like you're a failure? Have you ever felt like you're sick, you're fat, you're depressed? Have you ever felt like you're in like a struggling midlife crisis? How about you got like an eating issue? Or how about all of those things? Or maybe you're just struggling to get back into a sport that you once loved. I'm gonna raise my hand to all of those things.
But it doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to stay this way. Here's the truth. The spark doesn't have to be gone forever. Sometimes it's rediscovering why you started or finding a new angle of approach to it. Here are a few ideas to help you rekindle your relationship with running or give yourself permission to take a break guilt-free. And that's what I'm going through right now. And it's hard. Go back to basics. Forget the pace, mileage, or goals. Just lace up and go. For a short, pressure-free jog, let yourself feel the emotion without the expectations. Number 2 is find a new purpose. Shift your mindset instead of focusing on speed or weight loss, or think of running as me time or a chance to listen to a favorite podcast, or simply be outside. 3, mix it up. Try trail running, walk, do run intervals, or even try different sports. Sometimes the spark can come back when you approach things differently. 4, reconnect with your why. Ask yourself, why did you start running? What made it special? Was it the solitude, the sense of accomplishment, or the connection with my body? Reconnecting with your deeper reason might help. 5 is rest. Rest is okay sometimes. Losing the spark is your body's mind's way of asking for a real break. Let yourself step away for a while without guilt. The desire may come back when you least expect it. 6, talk about it. Share your feelings with other runners or even with a coach. It's surprising how many people feel this way at some point. How about taking a step back to focus on something fresh, like gym workouts or walking with intention? There's no shame in adjusting your routine. Running will still be there when you're ready.
I realized that the only person who was gonna get me out of my predicament was me.
This is a conversation that I've had with myself. None of these things are working, Dave. Everything I just talked about, it's not working. I hate feeling this way. I need to be honest with myself. I feel like running, something that once brought me joy, now feels like an obligation or even a source of frustration. It's a heavy thing to carry, especially when it's tied to my identity. Maybe it's not about fixing it right now. Maybe it's okay to feel bad about it, sad about it. Let myself grieve for what running used to mean to me.
I've allowed life to push me around. I've allowed it to keep me stuck.
Sometimes the way forward comes from sitting with those feelings instead of trying to change them immediately. What if I didn't run for a while? Not because of giving up, but because it's okay to let myself step away without judgment. Sometimes when we stop forcing ourselves, we rediscover what we love or what we find something new that feels right for this moment of our lives. So I have to ask the question, what did running mean to me before? Or about what's been weighing on me? Sometimes the root of the spark fading isn't about the activity itself. It's about everything else we're carrying.
I've allowed myself to become a victim of my own current reality that's keeping me from pushing forward.
Running has been a lifeline to a way to care for my mind, my body, my spirit, all at once. Losing that connection feels like a big part of what kept me grounded. It kind of feels like it slipped away. It's a hard place to be, and it's okay to feel the weight of it. Sometimes when something that once felt life-giving starts to feel draining, it's not the thing itself, it's the context around it. You know what I mean? So here are a few questions I've had to reflect on over the last few months. Number one is, what's changed? Has something in my life, my body, my mindset shifted recently that's making running feel different? What am I hoping for? Is it about regaining a sense of mental clarity, energy, progress? Are there ways to feel alive even temporarily, maybe through music, nature, I don't know, being creative? Maybe starting another YouTube channel? Running has given me so much before. It's a testament to my strength and resilience. Maybe the key isn't about fixing running, but about rediscovering why behind those feelings. If running feels like too much pressure right now, what if I focused on smaller, easier steps, like a short walk to get outside, or even just stretching in the fresh air, starting another YouTube channel and getting out for a walk? I don't have to be a runner to still hold on to the things that made me feel alive. I've got a lot on my plate right now, and no wonder running feels hard to connect with. When life feels heavy, it's hard to find the mental or emotional energy to lace up and head out, even something that used to feel so good. Family health concerns, my wife's struggles, just regular financial worries that we have in our lives, and the weight of winter. Feeling the weight of the world on my shoulders. It's so gray outside. I just want to curl up and just hide away until springtime. That's a lot for anyone to hold on to if you really think about it. It's okay if running isn't my escape or solution right now. I mean, when life piles up like this, it's not about pushing harder. It's about finding moments of grace and kindness for myself. Maybe right now it's not about the goals or the effort, but about the kindness and the patience for where I am. There are a few small ways to support myself, like microdosing movements. If running feels too big, start small, maybe a 10-minute walk, actually more like an hour walk, light stretch, or even standing outside, taking in a deep breath. These little movements can help shift your mood without feeling like a commitment. You know what I mean? Number two is lean into connection. Talk with my family, a friend, or even a professional if I need to. Sharing the weight of what I'm feeling might lighten it just a little bit. And three is give myself permission. It's okay not to feel strong every day. It's okay to take breaks. I don't have to be able to solve everything all at once. Find a spark in the gray winter can feel oppressive. But there are ways to bring some warmth into my routine. A hot drink, cozy book, even a light therapy lamp can brighten my mood. Number five is acknowledge the heaviness. It's okay not to be okay. Sometimes simply naming what I'm feeling helps. I'm overwhelmed, I'm sad, I'm tired. Let myself feel it without needing to fix it immediately. I've used running as a tool for resilience before, and that's still inside me, even if it feels far away right now. The spark may come back. If it doesn't today or tomorrow, that's okay too. I'm navigating a lot. I need to be gentle with myself, and that's just the reality of it. Sometimes when everything feels heavy, the smallest acts of care can anchor us and remind us we're still here, still moving forward, even if it's one tiny step at a time. It might not feel like much, but it's a win. It's a small, tangible thing I'm doing for myself. And sometimes one small win leads to another. I don't need to tackle everything today. I'm enough. Even if it feels like life is too much. One small step at a time. I'm doing what I can, and that's what matters. I was debating on whether even releasing this video today. I just didn't know how it would go down. I didn't know if you needed to hear this. I didn't know if I wanted to post it. I don't know a lot of things. But what I do know is everything's going to be okay. Life has a funny way of just making everything be the way it needs to be. You know, going through grief, when people get sick, and when you lose someone, it's hard. You kind of have to reevaluate your life. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of YouTube videos lately, and there's a lot of people out there struggling, right? I mean, not even running, but just struggling in their life. And I'm grateful for what I have. I'm grateful I'm here. I'm grateful I have my wife. I'm grateful I have my daughter. Grateful for my friends and everyone around me. But it doesn't diminish the way I feel. The thought of starting up running again, even though I've taken a little bit of a break away, it does seem daunting. It seems like a mountain that I don't know if I want to climb. But I'm going to climb it because I know how good I'm going to feel. The pressure I have on me with all of the health concerns that have been going on with, my mother-in-law, my wife, a couple of friends of mine that are going through crazy crap. I mean, there are things in this world that I just wish didn't exist. And when people get sick, man, it hurts my soul. People that I know that have been running for a long time, they got sick. And I'm like, how? You're the epitome of health, right? You weigh next to nothing. You run all the time. You give yourself breaks when you need to. You got good relationships. What can it be? Bad genes. I mean, really, we can do all of this. We can talk the talk, we can walk the walk, but at the end of the day, if you got bad genes, you got bad genes. And if you got that, not much you can do about it. Unless it's something that's solvable. But again, how much is it going to cost to fix the things that, people are going through that can be fixed? As I age and as I get older, I've been thinking a lot. One of the ones was, I started this other YouTube channel, and it's called Backroads. It's where I walk and I show off a part of wherever I am at that moment, and I talk about where I am and my experiences there and what I know. It's in between appointments. It's in between helping family members. It's things I do during the quiet time. I film a lot of videos just while I'm out for a walk and when I'm thinking, whether I'm in the city or whether I'm somewhere else. And it's allowed me to be able to make this video today. It's allowed me to have the thought or the mental capacity to just think about the things that I'm talking about. I wrote down a lot of what I talked about because I didn't know if I'd be able to convey it in a way that I needed to. This running YouTube channel of mine is therapy. I never really realized how therapeutic it was until I had it. And when I talk to you as a friend, an online friend, an acquaintance, some dude on YouTube, I feel like I'm getting it out. Because sometimes I don't want to, I don't know, sometimes I talk into the void. And I'm like, am I talking to anyone? Am I making a connection? Am I making an impact on somebody else's life like I've always wanted to? I have so much advice I can give. I have so much knowledge of how to be successful. I have so much knowledge on how to be motivated. I have so much knowledge that I am having to draw upon right now to make the changes necessary for me. And as I'm drawing upon those necessary feelings and experiences and knowledge, I'm finding that my true self is coming out. Not that it wasn't here before, but like a new version. It's like I'm breaking open like a brand new iPhone out of its box. You know what it's like when you open it up and you're like peeling off the packaging, and it just feels so awesome and it's new. That's what I feel like is happening right now to me. I feel like I'm becoming new all over again. Yes, running is there. Yes, I identify as a runner. But I also identify as a human being on this planet. I identify as a person who goes through struggles. I identify as a husband, as a father, as Dave. I don't need to have something in my life that makes me like that I define my identity based on it. Yeah, I know I can say I identify as a runner. Sure, I mean it's great. Somebody that wants to better their life by using running, right? That's the sport that I've chosen. But at the end of the day, I'm sitting in a coffee shop / burger joint and everything else, and I'm looking at younger families, and they got their kids out, and they're passing through, going somewhere. I mean, look, we're all living our lives. We're all doing what we can to adjust to our new norms, and our new norms change from day to day. I don't know if any of this makes sense, but I feel optimism in the new year. I'm just having moments right now, so that way I can grieve the old person and breathe breath into the person I'm becoming. And as I become this new version of myself, I'm really enjoying who this person is. And I'm going to start sharing it. I'm going to start sharing more of this, more of me, more connection to you. That's what I'm going to do. Yes, I'm going to run. Yes, I'm going to share my experiences. But I'm also going to share not just my experiences, but I'm going to share a bit of myself with you. Whether you're here for it, whether you're not, it's up to you. It's okay. Like, I can't please everybody. But it's a new year, and maybe there's a new YouTube channel in the works. Yeah, that would be 3. Who would have thought? But again, I got to put running on this channel. I have to put my walking videos on another channel, and my advice, lessons I've learned on another channel maybe. Anyways, that's it for now. So, I hope this video finds you going into the new year, and I wish you all of the best in 2025. Let's show up for ourselves first, right? Let's give ourselves the grace. And if you're lonely, feel the lonesomeness, but don't dwell on it. Do something about it. If you want to stay there, stay there. Nothing will change unless it's you, unless you decide to change. Become a new version of yourself. Small little actions over time, compounded, can do a lot of amazing things. So from me to you, Happy New Year. Let's get out and run. See you on the trails.